All right, guys, welcome back to 1776 or Bust. So we're going to take a step away from those beautiful SIGs that I was showing all of you guys in the previous two videos. I have one more SIG to show, but I'll do that a little bit later down the road. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about what my carry guns of the summer were. You know, I always see a lot of videos where people are displaying what they carry on them, you know, all the little, gadgets that they have. I actually just want to show you what I carried. And there was two primary guns that I had with me the entire summer. The reasons are very, very obvious and clear. So I want to show them to you really quick here, and then we'll do an overview on the table so that you guys can get a closer look about how they fit in my hand, the holsters I use with them, and why overall I felt like these were two good choices to carry in the summer months, especially when it's warm and hot, depending on how you dress and everything. But these were two great, in my opinion, guns, and as a result, I decided to go with them. So the first one here is going to be the P-10s. This should be, no-brainer in my opinion. It really does a lot of things right, and in my opinion, it is the Goldilocks of all the Ps. And the reason why I say that is because it's not too big, it's not too small. It has very good capacity depending if you live in a normal state or not, and overall, it is extremely shootable. So we'll talk a little bit more, and I'll show you a little bit more on the table how it fits my particular hands, which are kind of large, extra large hands, and then you can make a decision if that would work for you. Also, the other gun is going to be this amazing firearm. This right here, the PX4 Storm Compact Carry, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated, non-used guns that people never talk about anymore. And for me, in my own personal use, this gun is by far one of the most elite firearms that I own. Some of you might throw up in your mouth when I just said that, but at the same time, there's reasons for it, and it boils down to the inner workings of this particular firearm. So let's go to the table. Let's take a look at them and kind of go over what I see. Again, at the end of the video, leave some comments what you choose to carry. If you change them around, or do you carry the same thing year round? In the winter and in the fall, I'm actually looking at carrying a full-size gun, probably outside the waistband. And I hope it's going to be a gun that I put a bid on just recently, but hopefully we get that, and then we'll talk about that when it comes in. So here we go. All right, guys, and to the table we go. And as you can see, this is the P-10s that's in front of you. And in my opinion, it has been one of my favorite carries for a while. Simple fact is that it's small, but not too small. And it does a great job shooting. Handles like a larger gun, no real issues with reliability. And it is a very accurate firearm. Ergonomically, it's very good. It isn't going to be for everybody, especially those of you who have larger hands. This may be kind of the downside to this firearm. However, I do have large to extra large hands. And as you guys can see, with the flat base plate, the standard base plate that comes with this gun, I get a full grip. I mean, I get a pretty close to full grip. It may not be exactly full because you can see my pinky's hanging off a little bit here. But for carry purposes, it's easy to use, easy to draw, easy to shoot. If you want a little extra real estate, you can always get a pinky extension. You can even get a mag extension if you wanted to get, I believe, +2 or plus whatever. But in this case, it's just a pinky extension, and you guys can see that that's where the rest of that real estate comes from for me. And now I have absolutely a full grip with very little printing because, as you can see, this is slanted up and it doesn't extend past the grip. So that's why I would say to you, this is actually a very, very good size-wise handgun. Regarding the trigger, and it is clear, the trigger, very nice, smooth pull, right? And then, of course, right there, you have your brake. The reset, super clean, super short, and it's just overall a fairly good gun. I mean, there's really not much to complain about. These did come out with optic-capable slides. This one does not have it, obviously, but I can tell you right now, you can find these for about 300 and change. So if you can find one with an optic cut, good luck. Those seem to be unicorns. For some reason, CZ doesn't produce them much, which again, kind of a negative on CZ. But this is one of the carries that I've used all summer. It has done me well. The holster I've been using is a Massaro holster, which is this one right here. This is actually for a P-10C. And you can see that you can adjust the cant however you want it. And it fits great, no issues, covers everything. It's just a really good, solid holster for a solid gun. Now, the other one that I mentioned before is this guy. If I can get out of its holster, that'd be great. This is the PX4 Storm, but this is the compact carry version. So this obviously has some LTT internals. And in my opinion, this makes it one of the best, if not best, double action, single action triggers on the market. I'm going to tell you right now, this is an elite gun. Now, some of you might, again, throw up in your mouth when I say that. But the reason why I'm saying that is because the trigger and the trigger pull on this is so smooth, so light, and so easy to manipulate. It makes this a superior firearm to any double single action on the market. The reset is shorter than a SIG SRT. The double action is smooth as glass on the take up, and the trigger brake is just really good. So for example, gun is clear. You have your very, very smooth double action, right? And this is I put this hammer in myself. It came with a spurred hammer. This one is not. But you can see the take up is very smooth. Pardon for the shakes, guys, but you know that happens, especially at the angle I'm at. But what you're going to see is a very smooth pull, very easy, and then the super short reset. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's a ridiculously short reset. So this is pulling a 7.5 pounds double action and about 2.5 single action. Again, came with nice sights. So a very good sight picture, very easy to manipulate. And the size of the gun is very, very good as well. For example, here's the magazine. So you can see that there is full real estate for a large to extra large hand. It's roughly the same size as the P-10s when it comes to having that pinky extension. So minimal printing, guys. This is super easy gun to carry. Now, in regards to its thickness, and this is kind of where some people may have a little bit of a downside, it does appear to be a little thicker, and it is. The P-10s is a pretty slim gun. The PX4 Storm is just slightly thicker than the P-10s. But in regards to the hand comfort and the ergonomics, both are excellent. Both feel very good in the hand. Both are extremely easy to shoot, and both are extremely reliable. Now, again, if Beretta would ever listen to anybody, one of the things I would say is, let's make this a Gen 2. That would be wonderful. Let's get better stippling for the grip and maybe make it slightly, I don't know, a little bit different, but not much, because it's such a great firearm. It's such a great mechanism with the rotating barrel, and the trigger on here is phenomenal. So what I want to hear from you, or at least read from you guys, are what are your choices of carry? What did you carry this summer? Do you change your carry firearms between seasons? Do you carry one or multiple different types of guns for your season? So leave those comments down below. I want to hear what you have to say, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just getting back into the swing of things here with YouTube, so I hope you guys will share the videos, watch the videos, and give us thumbs up. I hope you have a great night, stay safe, and freedom is never free.